What's up, everybody? My name's Shan. Today we're going to be hopping into a new kind of sacrifice and a really interesting thing that I don't see anybody else really trying out. And that is going to be a Rakdos steal your deck and then sacrifice it. That's right, we're going to be stealing things with Claim the Firstborn, Act of Treason, and then stealing them with Unholy, Minion's Return, and most importantly, Kaya's Ghostform. This card is actually kind of crazy. People don't really think about it, but if you have something like Witch's Oven already down, which, 4 copies, you have a high chance, and then you claim the Firstborn or Act of Treason and then take something and put a Kaya's Ghostform on that something, whether it's a 6 mana card, a 7 mana card, a 2 mana card, whatever it may be, whenever you kill it, if it's on your side, it will return to your side, no questions asked, for 1 mana. Same thing with Planeswalkers, but I haven't quite found a way to easily take Planeswalkers and then kill them, and it all be effective. So for now, we're just focusing on creatures. So we're going to be claiming the Firstborn on creatures, then Kaya's Ghostforming, and then Witch's Oven to kill the Kaya's Ghostform, and then we'll have that creature right back on our side, right? So before we go and hop into the really nit and grit of this deck tech or deck breakdown, I'd like to remind everybody, if you enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like down below and a comment in the comment section if you have any suggestions on this video, future videos, or past videos. Furthermore, if you're new here, consider subscribing. It's free. It's a great way to support the channel and get an update every time I put out a video, which is generally daily. Now, all that said and out of the way, we are going to go and hop into the rest of this deck tech or deck breakdown. We are playing kitty cats, but it's mostly for the priest and for the sake of having another thing to sack alongside the priest, whenever we take things over to our side, right? Things that we don't really feel bad about, we don't really mind getting rid of. Guys, Ghostform, I've already ran through this. You can also put it on your own Dreamshaper Shamans if you're afraid that they might get removed, because again, Dreamshaper Shamans are 6 mana, so it's not exactly cheap to get them down. Claim, we've already talked about. This is great up to 4 mana creatures, and then it becomes, as it doesn't work. But it is a very great and solid early game card. Witch's Oven, I just enjoy it. It's just such a good, well, shouldn't say good, such a fun card for the sacrifice, for the aristocratic archetype of deck, right? Then we have Aphemia, the Cacophony. Again, we're not playing too many enchantments here, but I like Aphemia, and I've been trying to test it out more and more. So, and he, I don't know, the bird works well with things like Minion's Return and Unholy Indenture and Kaya's Ghostform and all these things that we have that we are going to be deliberately trying to get off the board, right? Priest, we've already talked about. This is another SAC outlet for us, aside from the Witch's Oven and the Dreamshaper Shaman. Then we have these 2 cards, Minion's Return and Unholy Indenture, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed Minion's Return more than I thought I would. So 3 mana, you can flash this in onto one of your opponent's creatures, and then when it dies, you return that card to the battlefield under your control. So this card is actually really nice whenever you're about to get board wipe, I don't know, time wipe, or anything along those lines, right? Make sure you're not going to equip this to the creature that they're bouncing back to their hand, but before it resolves, before they, kill everything, play this down on a creature. Before they Kai's Wrath, before they, what's the 4 mana white one, Shadow the Sky, before they Shadow the Sky, right? Get this down on a creature, whether it be yours or theirs, just get it down on the most important creature. Same thing with Unholy Indenture, except it doesn't have flash, and your creatures come back with a +1/+1 counter, so it makes things a little bit stronger, which can have its own added benefits. Act of Treason is meant to act as a boundless Claim the Firstborn, right? Claim the Firstborn only works on 3 CMC creatures or less. Act of Treason works on any creatures that don't have hexproof, so pretty big improvement there. We are sacrificing a whole lot of stuff, so how are you going to sacrifice a whole lot of stuff and not have Mayhem Devil in your deck? We have the Witch's Oven, we have the foods from that, we have Priest, we have Cauldron Familiar that's going to be getting sacrificed, and then we have Dreamshaper Shaman to also help us sacrifice stuff. So things are going to be dying left, right, up, and down, folks. And we have 2 copies of Ritual of Soot, and I will add this. I would like to find some kind of board wipeage in this Rakdos color theme that's a little bit better than Ritual of Soot, because honestly, Ritual of Soot's okay, but you'll notice this deck really focuses in heavy on creatures that have a CMC of 3 or less, which isn't every deck. It isn't even, 50% of decks. But it's great whenever you can get down a Minion's Return or an Unholy Indenture, or both, right? And then you Ritual of Soot and you end up getting things back out of this board wipe. So main reason it's there is to help you not get too far behind, and even if you are, Hopefully you'll be able to get that Unholy Indenture or the Minion's Return down in your opponent's creature, or if you can even claim the Firstborn into Akai's Ghostform, right? That's still only 6 mana, still get to wipe everything, still get something back on your side. All's well that ends well. And then last but not least, we have the key, one of the key pieces to the deck, the whole inspiration for this deck really, and that is Dreamshaper Shaman. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 3 mana, 2 and a red, and sacrifice a non-land permanent. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land permanent card, put that card into the battlefield and the rest onto the bottom of your library in a random order. So, basically what it's saying is you can sacrifice a food, pay 3 mana and sacrifice a food, and then you'll shuffle through your deck until you find a Witch's Oven, or until you find a Cauldron Familiar, or a Aphemia, or a Priest, or a Minion's Return, or an Unholy Indenture. And the idea here, the main idea, is to get down these enchantments and these auras basically for free, get down more creatures basically for free, right? Take your opponent's stuff, sacrifice it, and you have this whole little loop going on, right? But that's going to pretty much do it for the deck tech or deck breakdown today. I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you inside the matches. Connie Ball 12, going to be our, or Connie Ball 2, I'm sorry, I thought that was the one too. Going to be our first foe for the day, and this is kind of a nice start here, I'm not going to lie. I do like seeing the Dreamshaper Shaman, so we have the means to get to the end, right? Did I say that right? Maybe not. I like the Minion's Return. It works well with the Claim the Firstborn and Witch's Oven, so yeah. And the fact that it comes in at flash speed is just all the more beautiful for me. You'll have to excuse my dogs for just a minute. Alright, and I'm going to be right back. Alrighty, sorry about that, folks. Sorry to my opponent. We will throw out an oops. I believe either the neighbor or maybe the neighbors are up to something, so we will go ahead and get down a Witch's Oven, another copy, no. And we'll swing in. I actually didn't activate my Witch's Oven there. Oh no, I'm one of those people that doesn't fully use their deck. How unfortunate. Alright, so we're gonna wait and see what this Renko has for us. Unfortunately, Rankle, I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Rankle is 4 mana instead of 3, so it is a little bit of a unfortunate thing for us. Each player discards, and okay. Do we discard first? That's the question. We do. I'm gonna discard the land. Into a land, okay. Well, let's sack out our cat and do this whole little back and forth in this. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and bring it back as well. Normally I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend going all the way if your opponent has mana, but they don't, so we can, and then that'll give us a little bit of extra damage as well. So we can't claim the Firstborn on the Rankle because again it's at 4 mana. There's got to be a way for us to get it though, or to get it dead. I think you do get played this turn. And we'll just throw you down tapped. Alright, we'll end the turn there. Priest of Forgotten Gods. Now that is a card we can steal. So it's not of the Ebon Legion, but I think I'd rather have their Priest if I'm being completely honest. We're gonna go no blocks. If we have to, we'll give up our Dreamshaper Shaman. Alright. And we will go ahead and do the little kitty cat dance. Yeah, they don't have anything at instant speed for 2 mana because no proc is coming, so we will go ahead and do this all the way down. Alright, so what we do this turn then, I do want the Knight of the Ebon Legion, don't get me wrong, but I think I want the Priest even more so. So let's... If I claim the priest and put Minion's Return on the knight, they probably end up sacrificing the Rankle. And then we get rid of the priest. So we get rid of the priest and the Rankle, and all they have is a knight left. Kind of like the idea of that. So we're going to go Minion there, claim here, and tap away. What is that? No, cancel. Let's go next to combat, get in here. And then we'll sacrifice. Sorry. The ordering for this deck is very, well, if we can target them, is very finicky. So submit all there, and then when we go to sacrifice the priest, we'll get a food back, which will allow us to play our cat back. So Rankle's out, just as we had suspected. That would have been nice if that would have been another Claim the Firstborn or anything along those lines. And then we will tap, sack, and play the kitty cat right back down. Actually, we should have waited for them to swing in there. Yeah, oops, that was a mistake on my part. Should always wait till right before their combat phase, or right before they're attacking, actually. Liliana, well, I highly doubt she makes us both sacrifice, because that turns out better in my favor. Yeah. So we'll pass to attackers. They do swing in. It's a little funny seeing people swing in against the kitty cat. You're always like, oh, yeah, I mean, I guess it is what it is. Either way, our opponent is down to 5 health. I just keep drawing lands though, so you know, who's really gonna win, me or Magic? Because it seems like Magic the Arena has every intention of winning this game. I don't know about Candy Ball here. They may or may not play a part in it, but the Arena draw system for damn sure is about to win. It's about to win big too. Shit is fucking my day up. Alright, so we'll take the 2 damage. We'll play the kitty cat back down. They do have an instant speed spell. So I am going to tap and sack, but we're not going to replay. Okay, that's how you get your kitty cat toasted. So back to my turn. Ritual of Soot. Yes. Can we get a slow golf clap? Fantastic. I'll take that Knight of the Ebon Legion right back. Sure, our opponent draws some cards, I suppose, whatever, you know. I guess they do get that added benefit, but we'll take the Knight. I'll for sure take a Knight of the Ebon Legion. Too bad I can't attack this turn. I could buff him up and just go straight for the face, you know what I mean? Alright, so we'll go next to combat. Now, I think we just end turn here. Yeah, we can do the kitty cat, but we can always do that, you know. We can do that on their turns. So there's no rush into it. I'm pretty happy with the fact that even though we flooded out, the first playable card we got after flooding out was exactly what we needed to clean up a whole mess. Liliana is not quite there, and if I have anything to say about it, she won't ever get there. Alright, so kitty cat. This should actually be enough damage just in itself to finish them off. But I am happy that I was able to steal the Knight of the Ebon Legion. We weren't quite able to play into any of the Dreamshaper Shamans, but we were able to steal their creatures, and that alone makes me happy. So let me show you how it's done with the kitty cats, son. Alright, so this will be 1 more damage, and we have 2 more ovens right there, so all should end well. And actually, we can go ahead and play this back down because we still have a Knight of the Ebon Legion, and they don't have anything at instant speed to wipe the board that I'm familiar with, at least. Yeah, they may target the kitty cat and be like, oh ho. Oh, exile, that works. That works. Look at me being all cocky and losing us the game. But also, equally so, this is why you don't do what I did. Act of Treason, though, that'll work. That'll put them to sleep for sure. That'll put them to sleep for sure. So, picking up a game 1 up against Cannibal 2 with our Dreamshaper Shaman new sacrifice deck. I set myself up for failure with that. I really did. So, anyways, on into a game 2. Chango gonna be our next foe for the day. What? It's funny. Chango and Chance are about to face off. Battle of the first few letters of your name. I kind of like this hand, and I kind of am very, very terrified of it. So it's just a little costly, you know. Sometimes you come into a normal match and you're like, oh yeah, if I'm trying to get my combo down, this is the hand. But on the other hand, if my opponent is playing mono red aggro, it's gonna be a very short match. So I guess it is what it is. Sylhaen Wayfinder. That's certainly interesting. We do have Minion's Return that we can play at instant speed. If we want to take their Sylhaen Wayfinder, but we do need a way to sack in order to get it off the board, right? We have Act of Treason to where we could get it to our side, but we would need, I'm sorry if I can just say a word once. We would need a way such as Witch's Oven to just get rid of it, right? Alright, and I am gonna flash this on the Yorvo. Fuck a Sylhaen Wayfinder. Okay. We still need some way to sacrifice. We are coming up on the Dreamshaper Shaman, but we're still gonna be one land away even with this one down, so we can Act of Treason, but it doesn't do too much for us. We could also Unholy Indenture our own Aphemia, so it returns and we don't worry so much about trading it out. I suppose that's not a bad play here. So we have a way of getting Yorvo to our side. We have... Ooh. We are going to end up blocking the Yorvo here. They'll swing in more than likely with both their creatures. We'll have to see though. We will have to see. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're afraid. No, they do. They 100% do. Yeah, I'll block it. I will. Another land. Well, that does put us one closer to the Dreamshaper. Alrighty. We'll get a zombie here, which can now be our chum blocker, so we don't have to get rid of our Aphemia, right? Then we can get down to our Dreamshaper. Shifting Ceratops. Well, thank goodness we're not playing any blue, and thank goodness they don't have the extra land to make that thing go the extra mile, right? So let's see how they swing in here. Yorvo. And yeah, we block. Minion's Return. That's not bad either. We'll throw down the Dreamshaper Shaman, and then next turn will be the beauty of it all, right? The Act of Treason and returning the Yorvo to our side, and then we'll do the same more than likely with I kind of want to do it with the Beast Whisperer actually, but maybe the Shifting Ceratops. We'll have to see at what point we're at. The Great Hinge. Well, that's not all that great for us, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and what it is not that good. Cool. That's the only one they're attacking with. Cool. That's definitely a benefit for us. Rosethorn Acolyte. Alright, y'all gonna have to give me 1 minute. Suke? I don't know. Gonna be our next foe for the day, and I do apologize about that last match. It ended up getting cut a bit short. I had plumbers come over. I had to watch the dogs. It was a whole thing, and you'll probably notice actually I'm in a different shirt now. So it's been a whole day since trying to record the first part of this video, but hey, that's what happens when you move into a new house and you have, you know, things to deal with. So yeah, on into a game 3 with this Rakdos new kind of sacrifice, and we're gonna see if I can still play it as well as what I was playing it yesterday, or at least as well as what I remember playing it. I may not have been playing it that well. So we shall see. We shall see. I will lead off with this Temple of Malice to give us a little bit of scry. Some more land. I think we could do for some more lands, honestly. Now we do have to Claim the Firstborn, which is Oven little combo of the Wombos. I'm not going to use it on their healer stock. I'm going to tell you that right now. Due to the fact that they probably have a Johnny's Pride Mate somewhere in there, and I actually didn't mean to grab that card. I meant to grab the Fabled Passage. There we go. Sort my hand around a little bit. So let's see. A Johnny? No. That would have... excuse me. That would have been where they would have played it. We're not going to block here. We don't have any mana, so can't do anything too cutesy. Oh. And then they do nothing. Oh, okay. Opponent getting a little risky, not doing anything. Alright, so we should have plenty of red mana. I do want to get some more black mana down. And then sure, we can get a Witch's Oven. We're not going to use it, but just in case they go to remove our Aphemia, this way we can protect. Protecte. Alright, so next to damage. We'll get in for the 2 sweet blissful damage, and then they'll swing back for the 1, and yeah, so on and so forth. We're really looking to see if they're playing more Flyers or Pride Mate, something along those lines, right? And that's what we want to Claim the Firstborn or Act of Treason on, and then sack to the Witch's Oven. Now, if we can get something like Kaya's Ghostform or something like that, which will allow us to steal their creature, that would be all the better. Y'all know this deck is all about taking your opponent's stuff and sacrificing it and getting it back, so, you know, not terrible. I think I will go ahead and Act of Treason on this Healer's Hawk. Just tired of having it in the air, you know? And if they're not going to play anything else, well, I might as well. So, Aphemia and Healer's Hawk both going to swing in and get us 3 damage in, and then we'll sack out the Healer's Hawk with our Witch's Oven. And just get rid of their creature real quick. So, some really good removal, actually. As long as your opponent's creature doesn't have hexproof, it's some really, really good removal. Now, I'm not saying paying 3 mana to remove a 1 mana creature is great. I'm just saying the fact that you can use Act of Treason on damn near anything and then bring it to your side and remove it is great. Alright, so they have a Dawn of Hope. And we're shooting low on lands and on playable, so it's kind of a just terrible spot to be in. That's okay. I guess our Aphemia will continue to do damage, and you know, do its thing until we either draw into more lands or more playables. But at some point we'll be sitting where we want to be. So I guess that's all that really matters. Now going up against a white life gain deck might be a problem for us, seeing as how generally we're trying to deal damage quickly and, you know, to the face, that kind of stuff. So 2 more lands, or I'll take a Mayhem Devil, something along those lines. Another Claim the Firstborn. You just wait till you do play some creatures, opponent. I'm going to be snatching them up. So they're probably going to use Dawn of Hope here to create a token. Not that it can defend against my Aphemia, because my Aphemia has flying, but it can at least start to gain them some life back, which I'm sure they'll be super happy for. So, they should proc the Dawn of Hope here. There we go. Alrighty. And we'll pass back to my turn. So yeah, Mayhem Devil would be, you know, acceptable. I would certainly take that. Inspiring Commander. Well, I wouldn't mind taking that card either. But again, we're going to need something like a Kaya's Ghostform, something along those lines. Otherwise, we're just going to Act of Treason it and then sacrifice it out, right? Right. So, If at all possible, I would prefer to be able to do stuff with it, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that chance because I can't really give them the ability to sort of just run rampant with it. So we will just have to take it for ourselves, swing in, and then probably sack it, right? Just get it out of here. It's unfortunate. I wish we could have kept it, but we can't, and so we'll get some food. It'll be alright. We'll feed our troops from the body of yours. Wow, when you put it that way, it's a little morbid, the whole witch's oven thing. We're just tossing our enemies into the oven, and then we're saying, here, troops, eat this. This will keep you healthy. Don't worry, it's not a dead carcass or anything. Alright, so they still have enough mana with Dawn of Hope to play down another, play down another Healer's Hawk. That's what I was going for sure. Alright, back to my turn. And we finally hit that 6th land, which means our Dreamshaper Shaman will be coming on down. We have 3 foods with which we can sacrifice too. So as long as this Minotaur can survive, we'll be doing pretty good. We'll have to hope. We'll have to hope, wait, and see. That's all we can really do. Dreamshaper Shaman, yes, please, Suke, whatever your name is, just leave him alone. He's just a lonely little Minotaur Shaman who just wants the best in the world, you know? Yeah, hell, I can't blame him. You're swinging in with your little 1/1. That little 1/1 is actually going to be enough to scare me off. I just got down the Dreamshaper Shaman. I'm not trying to lose you to some combat trickery, buddy. I'm really not. Now, they may have just been using the 1/1 for some card draw and not be worried about it whatsoever. But, ooh, how much is Shatter this guy? 4? Okay. I was like, oh no, I didn't really think about this, but they have the Dawn of Hope, which means if they do shatter this guy, they're not really losing anything. Priest of Forgotten Gods. Well, that card is fantastic. Fan-diddly-tastic. Oh, but I did make a mistake. I should have claimed the Firstborn first on their Impassioned Orator, so this way when our Priest of Forgotten Gods would have came into the board, it would have gained us some life, so that's a bit unfortunate. Also, our opponent just sort of taking their sweet time. We will go ahead and claim the Firstborn on this Impassioned Orator. And then we'll get in for what? 5, 7, 9 damage? Yeah, that seems fine. Also, quick little note, in case you're ever in a little bind, you can claim the Firstborn on your Priest, give it haste, and then you can use it on the same turn you played it. How's that sound, huh? Pretty fucking dope, if you ask me. Pretty fucking dope. Now, I don't want to end turn because I don't know if this will go first or, you know, him going back over there with Claim will go first. So I'm just going to sack him here, and then we can sack out the food, right? That way we don't have any of this, like, I don't know. Guess I should have done that sooner. Alright, so we will auto pay here. Auto pay, and we'll sack out a food. Oh, we got a Witch's Oven. Fantastic. Got a Witch's Oven. Nice. Now, if we can just find a kitty cat to throw in that oven, we'll be having a dandy little day. Another Inspiring Commander. And it's at this point where you immediately regret playing your what's it called from earlier? A Daybreak Chimera. Well, thankfully that doesn't proc the Inspiring Commander. And then they should swing back in with their little life gainers. No, they're not. They're going to keep them for defense. Okay, okay. Ooh, I spy with my little eye a kitty cat. So we can claim on one of their creatures and bring it to our side. But it'd have to be either the Healer's Hawk or this little soldier. The little tiny soldier boy. But I think that's still fine, right? I think that's still A to the okay, so we will Cauldron, that'll bring him down to 4. We will Priest, that'll bring him down to 2. And I think it's just a matter of how to get there from there, right? So we're going to take the Healer's Hawk as it is a flyer. And then if we make them sack now, they sack the little 1/1 troop. If we swing in, they defend with the little 1/1 troop. Right? Is that how that works? So we go next to combat. Swing in here. And that's it. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's see if they block with their little 1/1. They do. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now hopefully they don't have a 1-mana buff, right? Alright, so we've taken that little 1/1 out, and you say, well, Chance, why is that so important? Because now we use Priest, right? We use Priest and we sack. And this will make them get rid of one of their important creatures, whether it be the Chimera or the Inspiring Commander. More than likely the Chimera, because the Inspiring Commander actually holds more value than just being a little body. And then we can play Kitty Cat down, sack food, that'll deal 1 damage. Actually, I think we have them here, just with what we have. Also, Kaya's Ghostform was what we were looking for earlier in order to end up stealing some of our creatures, or some of our opponent's creatures, but didn't quite get there, so we will go ahead and run this out a little bit. I think our opponent sees what's happening. I don't think they're happy with it, but I do still want to, okay, Zell. I do still want to sack out. No, Suke, whatever. I wanted to try out the Dreamshaper Shaman. I wanted to hit at least one more card with it. Oh well, that's okay. We ended up picking up a game 3, and I think I am going to call it for this video because I'm on a bit of a tight time schedule today. I'm trying to finish this video as well as do all of today's work. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like down below and let me know what you think of this combo. It's like a new Rakdos sacrifice kind of deck. Dreamshaper Shaman is a card that I've been interested in since I saw, but I knew it wasn't very practical, you know? 5-6 mana for a card, and then 3 mana as well to do this sacrifice, maybe get something better. But it is fun. It is very, very fun if you just focus in and try to think of ways to make it, you know, top level efficiency. So again, thanks everybody for watching. I'll see y'all either later tonight or tomorrow. Peace.